The decision by the US government to temporarily freeze funding to the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, for at least a 90-day period has had immediate effects on people living with HIV. Now, those affected are now calling on the government to take full responsibility and allocate money to HIV and AIDS treatment. So, according to the National Empowerment Network of People Living with HIV and AIDS, NEPHAK, a number of facilities that were being supported by USAID have remained closed despite the 90-day reprieve announced by US President Donald Trump. Emily Chebet has the details.
Joyce Adhiambo has been on ARVs for the last 20 years. Her viral load has been suppressed following her adherence to medication. But the move by United States President Donald Trump freezing funds has sent panic among people living with the virus.
It has really caused a lot of anxiety. It has caused people mental health, and it has caused confusion because now people are not sure whether they will have the ARV drugs or whether they'll lose funding in the near future, because this came without us being informed. It was just an abrupt, and it has caused a lot of confusion.
Days after another announcement that sounded like a reprieve, President Donald Trump's administration announcing a limited waiver allowing resumption of critical life-saving programs. Some clinics remain shut.
I've talked to a few friends of mine, and they've actually reached out to me telling me that some of their facilities have been closed down, totally closed down because of the Trump decision. And so they are not sure where to access these healthcare services because maybe they are not used to going to other healthcare facilities.
The communication on stop work happened instantly and people stopped work. When they came back and said that there's a limited waiver and you can proceed with the most critical things that are life-saving, then it has not picked up very quickly as anticipated because either people have traveled or communication has not been forthcoming from the agencies that support this.
Organizations that are supporting people living with HIV in the country are calling on the government to take up its role on providing healthcare to all citizens, questioning why those living with HIV are excluded from the Social Health Authority.
Actually, in Kenya, we don't even need to mention the name Trump because we also have a president. We have William Samoei Ruto. So why are you mentioning Trump? So that is what we as civil society were saying, that as a country, you have rolled out what you call Social Health Insurance Fund and excluded 1.3 million people who need ARVs, and also include additional that need TB medicines. And that is discrimination. And that is what needs now to stop.
We created these healthcare facilities because they are safe spaces for people, for example, the marginalized communities. So when the government or when we start thinking about integration, it will be very difficult because people are not used to going to some healthcare facilities, maybe because of stigma, maybe because of discrimination, or other people have personal issues because of either their genders, their diversities, and everything. But again, the government should be accountable for healthcare services for people living in Kenya.
With uncertainty over the resumption of funds, some facilities are currently giving ARVs to last between 1 and 3 months. NEPHAK Executive Director calling on the government to ensure continuation of services, especially peer education, treatment, literacy and stigma that was under the USAID, adding that you cannot fight HIV with ARVs alone. Emily Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.